Hey mathematicians, let's talk about classifying angles. Just like 2D shapes, just like animals, birds, fish, mammals, we can classify angles in the same way. There are a few different types of angles that we're going to talk about. Let's start with maybe one that we're a little bit more familiar with. Two perpendicular lines meeting, making a perfectly square corner there. We show it by putting that little square into the corner. It is called a right angle, and I'll name it down below. The next one that I wanted to talk about was this one here. Doesn't look like an angle at all. Well, take our right angle. Imagine that it's opened itself up. The arms have continued turning until they were straight. It is called, of course, a straight angle. That makes sense. And you can see that I've shown how the arms open up there. This one on the end here, well, that looks the same as the straight angle, but it's not quite. Imagine that the straight angle, the arm has continued turning and opening all the way around until it made it back to the first arm. I can show that by showing its turn. It is like doing a 360 on your scooter, a revolution, turning all the way around. Okay. Those are three that maybe are a little bit more sensible. This one here, a tiny little angle, it's smaller than a right angle. Those arms haven't turned nearly as far, not nearly as opened up as a right angle. It's nice and small, nice and cute. It is called an acute angle. I love the way these names help us with their clues. This one here, it's bigger than a right angle. I can see that the arms have turned and opened up further, but it's not quite as big as a straight angle. They haven't opened up quite that much. It's a little bit of a weird one. It is called an obtuse angle. And I like that hint because the word obtuse means a little bit odd. So it's a nice hint to me, a nice reminder that this is an obtuse angle. It's not a right angle. It's not a straight angle. It's a little bit weird in the middle. It's obtuse. This last one that we've got here, well, isn't that just an obtuse angle spun around? No, let me show you where the arms have opened up all the way around. They've opened further. They've turned more than a straight angle. It's bigger than a straight angle, but it's not quite as big as a revolution. They haven't turned that far. It's stretching all the way back. It is called a reflex angle. These are our different classes of angles, our different types of angles, and this is how we can classify any angle. If it's exactly a right angle, well then that's a right angle. If it's exactly straight, then that's pretty straightforward. If it is all the way around and perfectly back to the beginning, it is a revolution. Anything smaller than a right angle, acute. If it's in between a right angle and a straight angle, it has to be obtuse. If it's in between a straight angle and a revolution, all the way here, it is a reflex angle. So you can see that we've got smaller angles down this side, and they go all the way to get bigger on this side. And those are our different types of angles.